to the advanced admin, and we are in the securities. Okay, enhancing the security, and we have completed two sections in this as well. The first one and this, and so as providing as per the clarifications we had last month, right? So we have two things, like we can enable the policies in two ways. One is configuration, the other one is custom. So using, so last time we have seen that we have enabled the policies using configuration. Okay. So now let's see how we can do the same in the using Apex code, using the customization. So hope you all guys completed till here, the second section, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now in this, how we can create using Apex. Okay. So the same thing, uh, we need to go to the setup and clicking the new and pick here. So the first one, condition builder, that we have done in last session, and now using Apex. So select this option and click next. So can anyone name like what type of events we used in the last session, and what, just give me some scenario what we used in the last session and what you understood from that, and why we need this transaction security basically. Can anyone tell me about that?
Actually, to monitor the record and block the permissions. Like if someone wants to export the records from reports like more than 1,000, then we can block from exporting.
Okay. Okay. So how we will block and what are the actions you will take?
Yeah, we will define some criteria
Okay.
like who
How they will get notified?
by email notification or app notification.
Okay. So the overall purpose is to make someone not accessible to the records, or like stopping them to perform some activity. That's okay. So that is because of, maybe it depends on the client ARC data, the sensitivity information that we are having in the ARC. Okay. Due to that, we will enforce the security rules, security policies, and that will be applicable for everyone. Okay. So yeah, so in this now we will see how we can do that security policy enforcement with Apex. Okay. So the other steps they have defined clearly here. So setup and security policies, new, select the type of Apex. Okay. So here is in the last class we have explained the event, what type of event. So either it is report event, or you want to perform some other bulk updation, bulk creation, update records, deletion. So you can choose multiple events. Okay. So the Apex name, so you can just select this. Okay. And next, so you will see here what type of action we need to perform. Okay, action in the last session we saw, right? So we can trigger an email alert for them to get the notification. So similarly here, the email notification app information we are enabling, and the receipt you can choose. If at all it is, if you want to send it dynamically, you can put that user ID in the program. You can query it and you can put. So here they have given this name for this security policy, transaction security policy. Okay. And description is, it's up to you, like what you can do. And status, where they have not disabled enabled here. So remember, to enforce this policy we need to enable this status. Okay. So currently
Yeah,
it is
okay.
still in disabled. Okay. Now, so this Apex class we have chosen, right? Okay. Here they are editing the class. So this prevent large data import condition here. So this is how a class looks like. Okay, and from your setup, you can go to Apex. You can just type Apex classes, and you can go through this Apex class. Okay, so and in the last session, I remember I also given one module, right? Developer console basics. How many of you noted that? Yeah, side by side, please go through that also, since we are entering into the developer basics. Okay, advanced admin nothing, but it will lead to the developer basics, for which we need that develop console thing. So I can explain you guys this section, like what are these things are here. But it will be good if we can get the dev console thing is completed first, and then explain this. So at this point, they have given this class, right? The class code here, the body can see. So they are not doing anything here. So event object they are querying here, and they are returning as false. Okay, and they have implemented one global thing, a transaction security event condition. Okay, from this they will get the value and they are returning as false. Okay, so you will get more understanding of this in the when you enter into development. Okay, what is implements, how the class look like, what is global here, and what are these after implement, what are things will come here, and how we will define a method here, and what are the parameters inside this, and what is the method name, what is this return type, like all these things you will get. Or maybe like if you are part of IT background, if you know already some kind of Java, so then you will easily understand these things, right? And I heard like most of you guys are from IT background who is aware of Java. Is that true?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so in that case, like you should be able to understand what is global, what is public here, and what is the data type written here, and how we will pass the parameters, and how we will call a method. Okay, so don't worry. Like if you are not from IT background, also that's fine. We will teach you here, no problem, and it don't be afraid. Like it will be easy to understand. Okay. Okay, so as of now, like the code, what they have written here, I can explain you here. Okay, so the same thing. This is the like the default they have taken, and the same class they are editing here, and they want you to copy paste this. So if you click here, it will get copied. Okay, so before that, let me explain you here. So here, the global is the access modifiers or access variables that we will see here. Okay, this is the class name, and remember, this level of access modifiers should come first, and then class, and this the class name, and implements, extends. You will get all these things. Okay, and what is from where it is implementing. So this is transaction security and event condition. Dot means from this class, either this will be another method. So where they are calling here. Okay, now so evaluate is one of the method they have defined here. Okay, and they are passing event object here. Okay, and they are doing like switch. So do you guys remember this switch and functions will come when you are writing some formulas or validation rules, right? So they're switching on the event, they're trying to execute this. Okay, and they're returning, since we have defined the return type here as boolean. So boolean means true or false. It will accept true or false. Right? This data type boolean. Okay, so it will only accept true or false. So remember, whenever you define a return type, okay, while declaring a method, so the 2nd line is a method you have declared, right? So if you are defining anything, so it should end up with a return statement. At the end of your all logic, you should return true or false. Either you can return by through a variable, or you can directly give a true or false, just like this. Here they have different false, right? So either you can, so here they did not give true or false, but they are evaluating. Okay, they are trying to get the logic by calling this method evaluate report event. Okay, so if you go to this method, it will return certain value. So that will come here and return to this method. Okay, so like it's a just basic. Okay, not much on this one. Okay, so here they are passing this report event, right? And this is the method. So this is how you can call a method evaluate report event. So evaluate should match with the name, and the number of variables, so number of parameters you are passing should match with the number of parameters that the method is accepting. Simple now. So for example, if you are trying to give something, okay, the other person who is accepting also should be in the same number. Okay, and not only the number should be in the same data type. For example, you are passing as a text. If they are accepting in the form of number, so it will be not compatible, right? Hope you know what is compatible.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is like the basic thing. The accepting one and the passing one should be in the same same numbers and same sequence also. Okay, here they are passing only one variable, so it doesn't like they will not look at the sequence here. For example, if you are passing 3 or 4 parameters, so after this report event you are passing some xyz abc and all. Okay, and for that xyz and abc, you should be having some data type, right? Number or string, some data type. So the sequence also should match them. Okay, so what is the first variable you are passing? It should match with the first variable that the method is accepting. The data type should be in sync. Okay, the same it follows. The second and third, it goes on. Okay, so what they are doing here, so the report event will get passed from here. Okay, since we are calling that evaluate method from here, so it will accept here. Okay, and inside this method profile, you know, right, it's a global profile, it's a global thing in Salesforce. So inside that profile, what they are doing a SQL query. So you will get more about SQL queries. It's simple to your database SQL. Okay, select name. So they are trying to query name from profile, where ID, that means profile ID in, again, this is inner query. Query inside the query, we will call it as inner query. Okay, again, this query, what this tell, profile, select profile ID. They are trying to do the query of a profile ID of an user. So remember these keywords. Select. Select means picking, or you are what you want to query. So after select, the field names you will define. Okay, after you defining the field names and all, then you will put from. Okay, that means from where you want to query all these fields. Okay, this will give you the object name. So since user is standard, profile is standard, so that is the reason you are not able to see underscore c. Okay, so from user, what I want to query, profile ID, I need to query. Okay, and I need to put up some conditions as well. So this is after querying, after putting your object, you need to define your where condition. Okay, so where, so it will ask, right? It will the system will ask where I need to query. Do you have any conditions? Yes, I have condition here. So what condition? ID is equal to this. So report event, the one which you received from the top, okay, dot user ID. So in this report event, so for example, Rahul is running the report. That is a report event. And what it will give you, the user ID. So Rahul's user ID it will give. Okay. So from user, and it will if it is matches Rahul ID equal to Rahul ID, then what it will return? It will return profile ID. So for example, Rahul is having a profile of admin. Okay. So admin profile ID, the 15 data or 18 data ID will be there, right? So that 18 data ID will be returned. Okay. And this entire inner query, what will get? Rahul's admin profile ID. Okay. Then here we are querying on the profile. So overall, the admin we are looking for, admin profile, what we are looking for here. So if it is matches, then this profile will have the admin, the name, okay, the profile name that we all got, like example we have taken as admin, right? So the admin name will come here. Okay. So after that, so remember this 23 and 24, these rows will not be executed. Okay, or you can see this. You will get all these things. These are the commenting. So this double slash is there, right? So when you put this, the line of code will not execute. This is we will use inside the programming to give some message when someone goes through the code for easy understanding or to not to execute that line of code. We will put. So for single line, skipping the single line, we'll put this double slash. For skipping multiple lines, you will use slash star, the starting of the line from where you want to skip the lines, and star slash. So to where you need to skip, starting and ending. Guys, am I clear? Like, are you guys getting?
Yes.
So let me go. So these two lines are we skipping, and the what we got from this query admin. Okay. So the profile name contains data steward, some variable. So this is the condition. So this condition, this if conditions, whatever you see na, here inside the programming, those are nothing but in previous thing. You have given some conditions, right? In this, when you are doing with a condition builder, you have given some conditions. So x equal to this, and y equal to this, like some conditions if I define, right? So similar to that, in program, how we will look for the conditions is using if else, okay, basically. Okay. So here what the condition what we are checking, the profile name what we got. Okay. This, it contains data steward. So if it is true, then again inside that this is one condition, and rows processed greater than 10. So this guy means like this profile guy, okay, who are some user is having this profile, and this guy is processing more than 10 records, then it will return as true. Okay. And if so, this if condition will get end here, right? This is the open brace and it will end here. So if this condition is not matched, okay, so we will return as false. This overall thing true, either it will go, if this condition is matching, it will return as true. If it is not matching, it will return as true. So in either of the case, we will get true or false. Okay, this true or false is the result of this entire method. Okay, so this method will return true or false. So where we are calling this, we are calling here. So line number 5. So the result of this entire thing is true or false. So that true or false will come here, and it will return that value to this method. Clear?
Yeah, actually, I did not get the mean of that object event.
So for example, in inside this Apex, if you want to define any object, event is an object. You can go and check. Event also is an object. So for any object, you will define S object. It's nothing but like Salesforce object. Okay. So for example, this is the data type.
Okay, yeah.
The
And
data.
the next line also.
Yeah. So for example, in your cases somewhere string and you will put some name. So here the data type of name is string. So similar to that, event is a subject. Okay. So if you like collectively you want to call in an object, then you can put the subject.
Switch on event.
So yeah,
The next.
based on the values you will get right here, the event when the report event when you want to execute. Okay, switch on means like even when you want to trigger it. Okay, so this we want to trigger like you are calling this method only report event is happening, right? Not all the time. So which is let me show you. Like I will compare you and tell you like then you will understand this. So nothing but it's equal to the your configuration thing. Okay.
So it works as like a condition when it should work.
Yeah. So here he had chosen the event right here in this waiver customization. So similar to that, you will choose the event here. Okay. This will automatically treat you. You are entering this policy and the report event is happening. So programmatically, how we will define? So switching on this event. Okay. And it will return true or false. So by these conditions, if these are a true or false, like at the end, you will get the result, right? So based on that, you will define your conditions here. What type of action you need to take. So similar to that, we also define here, okay, and it will return you to this event. Got?
Yeah, okay, got it.
Okay, so simply they also given some explanation here. Okay, so that will be useful for you. Like it will be same what I have explained, but I don't want you to skip this. Just go through and read it once again, and you will get the terminology at least and understanding of this. And this is a challenge. So what I was asking this, so here they are asking you to write some class, right? So the class they already given, so you don't need to worry about that. So it's just how like practicing how a class, Apex class looks like, and what are the things will be there inside that. So it pretty much similar to your Java. If you already coming from a Java background, it's like 99% similar. You don't need to be bothered about that. And even the method calling, the signature, everything is same. Clear
Venkat, here data steward is a username. What does data steward mean?
data store. Hey, this is comparing was. So I hope you heard me earlier. So the result of this entire query, this profile, this is a variable, na? So this yeah, for this variable, what we are assigning, these are the things we are assigning. And as per my explanation, it will return you the profile name of a particular user. Okay, getting?
Yes.
Yeah, which user means who is running that report event. So the transaction who is doing that, for example, you are the user, you are doing that report event, and it's your, if you go to your user page, you will see your profile, right? So that profile name it will capture here. Okay, so this will they copy it here. So what we instead of this, what we have, so this profile it will return, right? So it contains a name. Okay, the name. So for example, it is an administrator. Okay, contains data steward. This is string. Your profile name also in the form of string only. Administrator. It's a string, right? So what it will do, contains is a function. You might have seen in the like the functions while writing your validation rules or some formula fields and all, right? So content is that function. So what it will do, it will take that particular keyword and look into your name. So whatever the bucket, what we have taken here. So the name, it will look for this. if these two are same plus, and this is unconditional, so both this condition and this condition should be true. So now we have unconditioned, and if you are processing this, that user is processing, or the report event is of more than 10 records, then this if condition overall become true. Okay, if this is true, then we are returning true. So it's nothing but like you can see the single quotes, right? If we have anything in the single quotes here, that means string or text. I can put XYZ also. You don't worry about it. So that is comparing. So that is why I told you, right? So if you read out this description, at least user does not have the data steward profile. So it's a profile name what they are actually looking for. So here they are looking for data steward. In my example, I have taken administrator as an example. So with this complete this with this section, we have completed enhanced transaction security. Because this entire section is done, we will be going to the next section. There's nothing that we will come back to this section again.